Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic. Back to you again with another monthly horoscope. This one is for April. So you haven't checked out March's. I'll put a link to it up here. All you're going to do is find the astrological sun sign that corresponds, astrological sign that corresponds with your sun sign, time-stamped down below, and you will get a reading to see how your month is going to go. Remember, these readings are all alleged for intuitors only, and let's get started. Hi, Aries. This is your monthly horoscope for April. So remember, if you like these, you can always join my YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. Get access to exclusive pick a card, story times, and you can win a reading from me. Also, don't forget, I have a second YouTube channel with non-tarot content, Antphrodite, TEA. Okay, so let's see how this is going to go for you. So by now, hopefully you guys know the drill. So good news. What to avoid. Surprises. Okay. Okay, so you guys showed up as the Seven of Pentacles reverse. That's about being out of our element or out of our comfort zone. I think you're going to be put into a lot of challenging positions this month. I think a lot of changes are coming. I think there's a lot of challenges and hardships. Big rewards if you can push yourself, but I do think you're going to be challenged, and I do think it's going to be a little bit of like a difficulty level increase. Think of it like a video game. You're playing on easy, now you're going to be playing on hard. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of rewards, but you have to work hard this month, and you have to put the pedal to the metal. I need you to be more focused. I do think, like I said, the pentacles are there. So the fruits of your labor, they're there, and you will have reward, but I just want you to make sure that you're not distracted. And you might be a little busy. You might not be able to hang out as much as you used to with your friends and things like that. So in terms of good news, we are looking at the Seven of Swords reversed. That's a failure. So something that you deemed a failure or something that was a setback actually was a victory in the end. So it's either something like you dodged a bullet, whether it be a friend or a person or a place or an opportunity, whatever, you dodged a major bullet. And something better is going to replace it anyways. So if you had accepted that, or if you had been a part of that thing or dated that person, whatever, you wouldn't have been able to get the blessing that's about to come. So huge blessing will replace something that you thought was a failure. Now, in terms of our what to avoid, we are looking at the Knight of Wands reverse. A little bit of burnout, we need to avoid that. But I also think with the Knight of Wands, I think sometimes right energy, wrong person. So just be careful. I think because there's so much on your plate this month and because you're going to be kind of sprawled out, you might lash out at the wrong person. Make sure you're like really thinking things through all the way and not allowing your impulsive energy to kind of bulldoze someone. I just see some of you might like sort of rock the boat with someone, and I'm not sure if it's necessary. Like it seems like it might be one of those things where it's like, oh, if you really thought that through, wasn't really necessary to be doing all that. I will also say with the Knight of Wands, it does look like someone is supposed to help you and they're not going to help you. And I think you need to do what you need to do with that person. Cut them out. So I do think you'll be removing someone from your life. They're not good anyways, and you know this. I don't know why you're fighting so hard for this person to remain in your life when they're not fighting to be in your life. You're fighting their own battle, your own one-sided battle. Now, in terms of surprises, the Death card is reversed. I think you're going to be really proud of yourself by the end of the month. Some of you might have some sort of change in your appearance. Some of you might have a solidification in terms of a job or a relationship. The Death is a rebirth, so it's a change of who you are. It's a change of the people that are around you. It's a change of your dynamic. So I think you're really going to feel reborn by the end of this month. I think you're going to feel rejuvenized, and I think everything's going to click. By the end of this month, I think everything in your life is going to click. And happy birthday to a lot of you. But I really genuinely believe like, it seems like all the pieces of the puzzle are going to come together. Like the missing piece that you've been waiting for is here. So I kind of think it's more about organizing your life, reorganizing your life, shuffling around this month, and kind of seeing what your priorities are. What is important, what isn't important, and cutting the fat in your life. So I really think you're going to be proud of yourself. I really think you're going to be productive. And I really feel like a really good energy. So now's the time to crack down and put the pedal to the metal. This month will be filled with rewards if you do that. So let's get you a song. Okay. It's Beyonce Diva. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. I think that song speaks for itself. You are going to have to prioritize yourself. And you know what? Closed mouths don't get fed. And if you have to be a little bit prissy to get what you need to get, do it. I think you're center stage this month, and I think your priorities are more important than others sometimes. No one's going to be able to feed other people if they can't feed themselves, and it's time for you to feed yourself. So who knows? Maybe you'll have a diva moment that'll actually give you a huge reward. Maybe, some sort of little tussle or little argument will actually benefit you in the long run. So good luck. Remember, if you like those, join the YouTube members. Taurus, this is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you guys like these, you can join the YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. Get access to exclusive pick a card, story times, and you can win a reading from me. I also have a second YouTube channel with non-tarot content. It's called Antphrodite, T-E-A. Okay. So, let's see how the month of April is going to go for you. Okay, so your current energy, good news. Ooh, a rallying of support. Things to avoid. Ooh, surprises. Okay, so you showed up at Taurus. You showed up as the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So Ten of Pentacles reversed is an issue with long-term goals and an issue with money. You might be going into this this month maybe spending a little more than you'd want or not having as much resources as you'd like, especially income or money. But I do think your long-term goals are going to be changed or readjusted. Like Ten of Pentacles usually means like the things I'm spending on, I won't be spending on any as much. I'll spend on something different. My long-term goals are changing. Maybe my job is changing or the way I look at things. Like it just seems like there's a big emphasis on finances this month and kind of, and also like job and long-term goals with your job or your career ambitions. Like it just seems like you're kind of realizing you're hitting a wall and you need to kind of prioritize and reorganize. Not a big deal. It's actually a really good thing. The Ten of Pentacles, when it's reversed, tells me like you're realizing that maybe you were thinking short term and it wasn't going to last. And so now you're thinking long term when it comes to goals and money. I do think there's a big purchase that might happen this month, or a big spend. Like you have to spend a lot of money this month. I think for most of you, there's an inevitable amount of money that needs to be spent, like a large sum needs to be spent this month. It's okay. For those that can avoid it, I would hold off, but I think most of you're gonna have to spend a little bit of money. It'll pay off in the long run. Because it looks like, especially if you have like a parking ticket or something, like make sure you pay that off now. But other than that, like I said, reorganizing your long-term goals is actually a great thing. And I think you're going to feel a lifting of like a burden on your shoulders, or a load lifted from your shoulders. Now the Judgment card is, our good news position, a rallying of support. Everyone is there to support you. Call in a favor from a friend. I'm telling you. Ask for help. Call in favors for friends. I really think with the Judgment card, people love you and they want to help you. I also think it's a great card for collaboration, especially if you're like a content creator. And a lot of content creators watch me. Judgment card is like ask and you shall receive. I also think it's like people are willing to support you. So, asking for things, putting yourself out there, showcasing your talents, things like that, super rewarded this month. People are just there to kind of give you. They want to give to you. They don't want to take from you. They want to give to you. So take advantage of that. I also see some sort of like clapping. The Judgment card, it seems like people really want to applaud you for something. You might be rewarded for something, applauded, praised at work, something like that. Like, I think you're going to really feel genuinely supported and loved. I also think with the Judgment card, it feels like some of you might be finding new friends or a new friend group, or being pulled into a new environment. Positive. Now, in my what to avoid card, we are looking at the Sun reverse, which is unhappiness. Try not to focus on the things that make you miserable, because I think for a lot of you, you try to focus on the things that you're unhappy about and then you try to fix them. Stop doing that. If you're unhappy, ignore it. It's not for you. That's, I think, the lesson that's going to be learned this month. I also think the Sun is reversed. It seems like you're not letting go of something or someone, and you're going to be forced to let go of it, especially with the Hierophant reverse, which is a breaking of commitment, which we'll get to in a second. It just seems like you're stuck in a pattern or a cycle with something, and it just needs to be removed. It could be a thing that's just not working out for you. It could be a person that's not working out for you, but it's just something that's draining your energy. The Sun is reversed, which means someone's draining or something is draining your energy, and you need to prioritize and get rid of it. I do think the Sun being reversed, like, this is making you unhappy, but you're just like conditioned. It's like a part of your routine, and you need to rip the rug out from under it. I know you guys are Tauruses. You're a little stuck in routine sometimes. You need to break that. Now, in terms of our surprises, the Hierophant's reverse. I already talked a little bit about that. But the Hierophant is also, in general, breaking of commitments. So I think your schedule and your routine is just going to be changed by the end of this month. I think a lot of what you usually do in your normal routine, your normal things, it's all going to be changed and adjusted. It does look like there's going to be some surprises coming in terms of like, I have to go here, I have to do this, I got a new job here, whatever. And so it does look like your regular routine is going to be a little chaotic. So it'll be hard for you to adjust at first, but I think you'll figure it out. I also think with the Hierophant reverse, you have to keep in mind um, things that don't suit you are going to stop. So like there's no point fighting it. Just embrace change. I know you guys just freaked out because I told Tauruses to embrace change, but I think if you embrace the change, I think you're really going to enjoy this month, and I think you're going to be like, you know what, it is freeing. You know what, I am a new person. You know what, this is actually a good thing. Little bit of resistance in the beginning there though. I also think with the Hierophant reverse, I do think like there is someone that you asked them to do something for you, and it's not going to be this month because this month people are going to help you. I feel like it was last month or the month before. You asked someone to do something and they did not do it. I think you need to keep score. Normally I would say let go of it, but you need to keep score with this person because I think they're going to ask you for a favor and you need to say no. All right, let's get you a song. And it is Move Along. I love the song from the All American Rejects. Move along like I know you do. Self-explanatory. It's time to move along. Move along from people, move along from that job, move along from that routine, embrace the change. I know you're going to be scared. It's going to come across like a tidal wave, but when it's over, you're going to be so grateful that you embraced it instead of swimming against the current, because I think you've been swimming against the current, and once you swim with it, it'll be so easy. So I really feel like it's going to take some time to get adjusted, but once you do, you're going to feel grateful for this month, and you're going to realize maybe it was a little bittersweet at first, but you're going to be proud. So I'm excited for you. Hopefully, if you guys like that, you join the YouTube members. Okay, until next time, bye guys. Gemini, this is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you like these, you can join my YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a card, story times, and you can win a reading from me. Also, join my second YouTube channel. It is non-tarot content. Antphrodite, TEA. It's linked down below. Okay, let's get started, my fellow Geminis. How was March for you? March was probably the most busiest month I've ever had, the most productive. So, all right, let's see. Your current energy. Ooh. Good news. What to avoid. Surprises. Oh no. I know those of you who can read tarot are like the Six of Cups and a surprise. Okay, so you guys showed up as a Lover's card reversed. I definitely feel like the Lover's card is usually about being very individualistic and breaking codependent patterns and behaviors. So I do think I see you guys doing a lot. There's a lot of focus on yourself. There's a lot of focus on breaking habits, breaking patterns, but a lot of individualistic nature. I think you're going to have to really put yourself first, like hardcore. I also think that there seems to have been some sort of separation that was hard for you to process. And perhaps it was like, it could be career, it could be, work related, it could be friendship related, it could be romantic. But it seems like there was a separation that was really difficult for you to process that I think is going to be healed this month. It looks like one that's been dormant for a while, because I know Gemini's compartmentalize and I see something falling off the shelf. So some sort of old wound with something or someone will be healed in a really beautiful way. But Lover's card does tell me that there's a little bit of a self-focus, and I do think that you're not really going to have time to kind of interact or do the things you've wanted to do. You are going to be spread thin this month, to be honest. And I think with the Lover's card, it's telling me like, I don't want to make little narcissists, but I will say you do have to feed yourself before you feed others. This looks like a common pattern this month for multiple signs, but I just feel like very strongly with Lover's card reverse, I'm like, you're going to have to do things on your own, and you're going to have to be making a lot of moves on your own. Celebrate yourself. You celebrate a lot of other people's victories. It's time to celebrate your own victories. I think people will understand. Now, in my good news position, the Chariot's reverse, which is a halt in progress. Now, this is kind of shocking to me. When you look at like good news, right? A lot of people will be like, there's a slowing down or a halt in progress. What does that mean? That means that you've struck gold. The Chariot reverse says a lot of bad patterns will stop. A lot of bad behavior will stop, and a lot of bad people will be removed. But with Chariot reverse, it tells me you found your destination. You found your sweet spot. You're focused on yourself, and you found your sweet spot. So you're kind of stable and secure this month, and I feel like you found your thing. So I think that's why you're going to be preoccupied and busy, because it looks like you're going to find your kind of like niche, your kind of thing. It could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be career, whatever it is, you found your thing and you're going to have to milk it for all it's worth. So it does look like you're going to be like hitting that stop. Basically, it's like getting off the train at the right stop and being in that area for a while. So this month, you'll kind of be exploring something new that you've kind of really, needed. Now, in my what to avoid position is the Two of Swords, separation and making permanent decisions. It's okay to float around a little bit with this new energy that I'm feeling and this new place that I see you in. It's okay to float around a little bit. You don't have to make too many big decisions, but I also think you do not have to pick sides in a situation. There's something you're going to feel like you're forced to pick sides. Do not pick sides, which I don't think you're going to anyways, but just reiterating that. And with the Two of Swords, it also tells me that you can have more than just one. Okay, whatever that means, it'll translate this month. You can have more than one. I also think with the Two of Swords, there might be two things that are battling for you or pulling for you. Don't make a decision. Enjoy both. Not your problem. And with the Two of Swords, it tells me that there might be something or someone you're thinking about cutting out. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Now, in terms of my surprises card, the Six of Cups reversed. So this is the one that I think the girls are going to shake in their boots about. The Six of Cups is the past, and it is returning. So something or someone from your past will be returning. What's interesting here is the Six of Cups is reversed. If it was upright, I would say it's something you probably expect, something maybe you want, but it's reversed, which tells me that it's not something you expect, and it's not necessarily something at the forefront of your mind. Maybe for some of you, it'll be an ex that you can't stand. But I don't think that's most of you, because the Six of Cups being reversed is one that we forgot about, or one that we don't remember, or one that we've moved on or healed from or something. And it could be a job opportunity, it could be a person, it could be a friend, it could be a lover. I don't know, but it's not the first choice. It's not the first one you think of. And even if it was the first one you think of, it's not toxic. Six of Cups reversed is like that wound is healed. So it's interesting that this energy is coming back. If it's coming back, I feel like it's here to stay. So I don't know exactly how that'll translate for all of you. I don't want to feed the delulu, because I'm not saying it's like the one that broke your heart that like you're mad at, whatever, because it just feels very dormant. Like this is a dormant energy. And unless it's something that you like had unfinished business with and never really got, I don't think so though, because it's so dormant that I think you're going to be shocked at what returns. You're never going to see it coming. So look forward to that. Let's get you a song. It's Shinigami Eyes from Grimes, which makes me think of Blackout and Britney Spears, because it's kind of very Gimme More. It sounds like Gimme More. But Shinigami Eyes, are you ready to die for my Shinigami Eyes, right? Very anime inspired. Something maybe have something to do with it. But to me, this is about a few things. I do think that there is some sort of, I just feel like chaos around you, but you're not involved. The Shinigami Eye is like people looking at, I feel like it means like people are going to be looking to you for advice, and people are going to be looking at you to kind of, I see you as a man in the middle. Like, it's like monkey in the middle. It's like you're just going to be ping pong back and forth. There's like some friction between two people. They're not mad at you though, and you're not involved, but you're just kind of like, and I think the Shinigami Eye is like, who are you going to turn it on next? Who are you going to come after? Like, there's like some sort of aggressive nature that people are going to be expecting, but I don't really see it. So it's almost like, when you know that you can shoot to kill, but you're not going to do anything because you don't want to kill, if that makes sense. So I see you more reserved and holding back, which is a good thing and smart. I do think though that whatever this is from the past, there is some sort of anger involved, but I think it'll be healed. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, join me, 2 members. Good luck. Cancer, this is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you like these, you can join my YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, and $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick-a cards, story times, and you can win a reading from me. If you also like this, then you'll love my second YouTube channel, which is linked below, Antphrodite, TEA. It's got non-tarot content. Okay. So, Cancers, let's see how this month is going to go for you. Okay, so you. Oh, good news. Oh, what to avoid. Oh. And surprises. Okay, so you guys showed up as the Temperance card reverse, which is impatience and imbalance. I do think you're going to be impulsive this month. As much as I would love to say keep it bottled up, you're not going to be. So just roll with the punches. I see you highly emotional. And there might be a little bit of a spilling out of emotion all over the place. Anything you've bottled up will be released. If you have anger or resentment, it'll be released. If you have happiness, will be released. Basically, your true feelings about people are going to be uncovered this month, and you're not going to be able to hold it in. I think it's okay. I mean, as much as I would like to be like, try to be careful with it. I think authenticity is always the key to happiness and success. And I think you're going to be authentic with your feelings. I can't fault you on that. I also think with the Temperance card, there's something that you feel like is unfair and imbalanced. You're going to stand up for yourself or someone else, speak up about something, or perhaps yell at someone and be like, listen, I've been doing this for you. You do shit for me. Like, there's definitely an unfairness and an imbalance is going to be addressed this month, hardcore. I do think that it's shit or get off the pot with this. You've been very patient and your patience are thin. I don't blame you. I would have lost my patience a long time ago. Now, the Nine of Swords is reversed. Now, this is in my good news position, which is overthinking and overanalyzing. There's something or someone that you've been racking your brain around. You've been trying to figure out the best possible solution. You've been trying to figure out the ins and outs of it, overanalyzing it, being like, oh my God, should I do this? Should I do that? You're just going to do it. I think you're going to wake up one morning and be like, this is what I'm doing. You're having an epiphany moment. You're having an aha moment. You're like, I know exactly how to navigate this. I just feel very strongly that you're going to be like, boom, 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 boom. You're going to wake up one day and be like, this is it. I know exactly what I'm going to do. It's like an impulsive decision that leads to happiness, success, and it will be that chef's kiss moment. So if there's something you've been stressing out about, no more. You're going to figure out a solution to a long-standing problem. And you'll be very pleased with the results. Now, in terms of my what to avoid, we are looking at the world. So interestingly enough, the world is unfinished business. And it's about starting a new cycle. So for me, the goal here is to complete cycles that have been starting and finish things. Do not start brand new things. Like, unless you've already been deciding to plan these things and you haven't hit the button, but you've like been structuring it, I don't think you should start something brand new. Like I said, only if you've already had the ball rolling and you drop the ball and you keep picking the ball back up. If it's something that you immediately like, oh, actually, I'm going to do this. Hold off, just because the world reverse tells me that you've got other problems and bigger fish to fry, and you have to finish the threads you've already started and you've already pulled. Otherwise, you'll unravel. So I want you to just make sure you're focused. Like, make sure you pick key components to focus on this month and you see those all the way through. I just don't want you to get distracted with the world upright. I also think that there is someone here that's going to try and like bring up something that is just stupid. And I don't want you to fall into the cycle of getting baited into this problem with this person. It's just not worth it. Ignore it. They just want to go in a loop, and it's not worth your energy anymore. Now, the High Priestess is reverse. This is interesting. This is in my surprise position. The High Priestess reverse is a breaking of a trust or not listening to intuition, okay? And it's also about a pain that needs to be healed. And when we have that in my surprise position, it tells me that you have an apology coming to you. You have a healing moment with someone coming to you. This person or this thing really hurt you or was really devastating. Very, very painful. This long owed apology is going to be massive for your healing and your growth. And I really feel like this entire month is going to be about you wrangling in old emotions, working through old issues, and coming out spectacular and healed. I think this is a massive amount of progress in yourself. This month is all about nurturing your inner soul and your inner emotions and your inner world, and so that you can project it outwards. But I really feel strongly like this apology is going to be huge. Like, I see you crying and being like, wow, I didn't know how much I needed that closure. It's going to be really beautiful, and I'm really happy for you guys. I think this is going to be a good month towards the end of it. Short and simple. Let's give you some swings. Or a song, I should say. Britney Spears, the Queen of Pop, Circus. All eyes on me in the center of the ring, just like a circus. So to me, this makes me feel like, you know, there's been a lot of shit shows that you've been around. And, you know, there's been a lot of people that are kind of like roping you into bullshit. And I think you're kind of just slowly realizing how stupid that is and how much time you've wasted, and you're ready to put the pedal to the metal. it just seems like your life has been full of distractions. And I think you're finally like, you're out. I don't want to deal with this. This is the answer. This is how I feel. Boom, boom, pow. And I think you're going to realize that when you hang around garbage, you start to stink. And I think it's time for you to be center stage. You put other people on a pedestal. You support other people. It's time for them to support you. Put yourself first. Hope you guys like that. If you did, join my YouTube members. Good luck. Leo, this is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you like these, you can join my YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a cards, story times, and you can win a reading from me. Also, link down below is my second YouTube channel with non-tarot content, Antphrodite, TEA. Come check that out. All right, Leo, let's see. You. Oh, good news. Oh, battle that's worth it. What to avoid? And surprises. Okay, so you showed up as the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I think for you, you've realized some of the decisions you made previously were not the best. The Wheel of Fortune is like putting all your eggs in one basket and realizing it was the wrong one or betting on the wrong horse. And so I think for you, you've kind of realized like, oh, I've been kind of like pulling a lot of Hail Marys and throwing everything at the wall until it sticks. I need to be a bit methodical in my approach. So that one is about making sure that you are planning everything. I would say avoid winging things. Make sure you're really structured and planning things out to the T. I really think it's important for you to like not take a giant risk. You can take a risk, but just make sure that like it's a safe risk. Like you've kind of thought things out and you have a little bit of plan B. I think for some of you, maybe you took a risk, it didn't work out, and plan B is going to be enacted and you kind of know this is inevitable because a lot of times Wheel of Fortune is like, okay, plan A didn't work, plan B will be working for us. I do think it's a benefit in the long run. I just think that you might not see it immediately as that. Now, in my good news position, we are looking at the Five of Wands, which is a confrontation. It does look like a healthy confrontation will happen between you and someone or something, and a reward will come from that. Someone does need to hear your opinion and your voice needs to be heard, but I also think the Five of Wands is fighting for what you want. So it does look like you might not have the window of opportunity for something that you want just yet, but I think you will be fighting to get another chance. So some of you might be getting a second chance at something or someone, and I do think that second chance is something worth having, and I do think you're going to have to fight for it, and I do think it's worth fighting for. So while the opportunity might not be here just yet, keep fighting. You will have it eventually. Now, in my what to avoid position, the Three of Wands. Outside influence. Don't let other people tell you who you are, what you should think, or what to do. Zip it. Mute all outside voices. I also think someone will come and try to distract you. I also think an opportunity that you really don't think is a fit for you will be offered to you, which is probably the one you need to say no to with the Wheel of Fortune reverse. It just seems like you need to think for yourself and you need to be like, what do I want in my core? Who do I want to be? Me, not you. Drown out the noise. I just see like a bunch of bees flying around you and buzzing. Drown it out. You know what you need. You know what you want. Go for it at all costs. Now, in my surprises position, we are looking at the Six of Wands reverse. So the Six of Wands reverse tells me that I feel like you haven't been projecting the image of yourself that you want and the image of yourself that you want other people to see you as. You've been perceived lately as something that you feel like doesn't resonate with who you are. And so I think there's going to be a reevaluation of how you're presenting yourself in public, with your friends, in your career, in your job, in your relationships, in your social media. I think you're going through a revamp because I think you're realizing I'm kind of been a little slacking and a little lazy and I'm not giving what I thought I was giving. It's like if you thought you were giving hot girl, but you're giving girl next door. It's not a bad thing to give, but you're not, the way you're perceiving yourself, the way other people are perceiving yourselves have not been aligned. And I think you're really starting to realize like, oh yeah, I have to put effort into like showcasing who I am. I kind of got lazy and was just like, oh, people know who I am. But you think you need to remind them who you are. I think Stella needs to get her groove back. And that's kind of what it feels like. And so I think it's really important for you to remember like how much energy, how do I word this? I just feel like you've been like your energy's been low. So you haven't been able to project that big bolsterous energy that normally, and I do think someone here, like someone said something, I feel like, and like kind of like shook your confidence a little bit because they were like, oh, I wouldn't see you as that kind of person. You're like, what do you mean? I used to be that person. I used to be so cool. Why am I not cool? So I think it's going to make you feel like that spark again, that hunger to feel alive and passion. I just feel like an up peak in your passion levels, an up peak in your energy levels, your vitality increasing, your heart growing bigger. Like, I think it's going to make you want to give again. I think you're givers and you haven't been feeling like wanting to give, which is usually a sign of unhappiness with Leos, is when they're not ready to give their love. And I think you're finally going to feel you're happy again because you're going to finally be able to project who you are. And I think you're going to be able to give again, and it's going to make you feel alive. So I really feel like you're going to warm your heart. It might have been cold or a little wooden. And I think you're going to come out from isolation. And I think you're really going to be really, really, really bright and colorful. So I'm excited for this month because I really think you're going to be happy. So let's get you a swan. Let's get you a song. Let's get you a song. Oh, it's Kimberly Ann Marie Petrina, Kimberly Petrus, Kim Petrus with Banana Boat. I wanna ride your banana boat. But here's the song, the lyric of the song that always sticks out to me. I'm the captain now, bitch. So it's about being the captain of the banana boat. Now, I know it's a song about sexy times, and maybe that has something to do with this month. Who knows? Maybe you have a nice little rendezvous moment with your partner. But regardless, it means being the captain of the ship is like, actually, I'm the captain now, bitch. Like, I'm taking full control again. I'm going to be the leader. I'm going to steer the ship, and I'm going to get what I want. So Stell's getting her groove back. Hope you guys like that. If you did, make sure you join the YouTube members. Good luck. Okay, Virgo, this is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you like these, you can join my YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, $50 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a cards, story times, you can reading for me. Also, I link down below is my second YouTube channel, which is non-tarot content, and it is Antphrodite, T-E-A. Okay, so let's see how the month of April is going to go for the Virgang. Oh, you and Leos have a lot in common. So you might have some sort of something with a Leo because they have the same first pole. Ooh, Ace of Cups. King of Swords reversed. Four of Cups reversed. Okay, so this is your current energy. Good news, what to avoid, and surprises. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, which makes me feel like for some of you, I think you need to be careful about putting all your eggs in one basket. Look, the Wheel of Fortune reverse is sometimes about betting it on the wrong horse or betting on the wrong horse. And so I want you to be careful and methodical about what you're doing because it just seems like you're overlooking some sort of major problem. That's like being obsessed with a partner who just doesn't fit with my lifestyle, but you're like trying to make it fit. You're almost like trying to fix someone or something. It's not necessarily broken. It just doesn't fit. I think you think it's broken, whatever this thing is, person, place, or thing. It's broken, or I just need to fix it, or I need to just like work harder or work longer. No, it's just not really meant for you and you need to let it go. It's going to blow up in your face if you don't. I also think the Wheel of Fortune is just like having a bad picker. So it's just like you chose the wrong option. Some of you, that means that plan A didn't work out and plan B will work out this month. I do see it as a good thing though, because it seems like you're going to realize what was a waste of time and what wasn't. So this month, if something doesn't become productive or finalized, it's getting tossed. You're not going to waste any more time on this person, place, or thing. Now, in my good news position, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is about a loving bond. For my singles, this could be a good time for you to actually find a partner that is good for you. Or it could be could be just a friend. Or it could be a coworker that you get close to. But I see you getting close to someone this month. Very close. It does feel new to me. The Ace of Cups feels like a brand new thing because this looks like someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. This isn't someone who's cold or wooden. This is someone who has a big heart, lots of feelings. I'm feeling like fire, water energy. Like this person is like a very loving, caring person. And I think it's a little foreign to you at first because I know sometimes with Virgos you can be a bit uptight. But I think that you're genuinely going to be drawn to this person for some reason. And I see you bonding very close very quickly. Like I said, though, it feels brand new. Very supportive individual, and I love that for you. Ride or die energy. Now, in my what to avoid position, we are looking at the King of Swords being overcritical. I think you need to watch your words this month. I just see you over criticizing something or someone that might be sensitive or might not need to be overanalyzed. And I think it might even be yourself. You might be being too hard on yourself, or maybe hard on yourself and others. It could be both. I just need you to make sure that every thought you think doesn't become something you say out loud. Because it just seems like with the King of Swords, sometimes you could alienate someone or make them feel something that you didn't intend to. So just watch your words. I also do think that someone who tried to make you feel like shit is going to fall on their sword. King of Swords reverse usually means like someone who did something similar to you is probably going to have a comeuppance and justice delivered to them. So it's one of those things where it's like you need to make sure you don't become what you despise. Allow that person to fall on their sword and try not to fall into the same trap. I think for most of you, you're probably already aware of this in your nature, so you probably won't fall victim to this, and you'll probably just have the benefit of watching one of your ops fall on their own sword. But if not, just be careful. It is a good thing overall. I will also say, King of Swords, be careful of promises that people make. Pay attention. Sometimes people could talk and not follow through with King of Swords reverse. Now, in my surprises position, we are looking at the Four of Cups reverse, which is about detachment. So I think you're going to be shook at the people you detach from this month, or who detaches from you. Like, there's some sort of like something you were glued to, or someone you were kind of enamored by, or vice versa, that it's just going to be like that. Like the snap of a fingers, it's gone. And I think you're going to really realize either you were being used or they felt used. I think for most of you, it's obviously most of you, I think, are good people. So you're probably the one that's going to be like, you're using me. It just seems like, I think there's just been, it's like, I just see like a leech. Like there's someone that's just been like sucking a life out of you. And I think you think it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. And you're going to have to be like, bitch, fuck out of here. But you would have thought that this person would have been in your life forever. In comes the Ace of Cups, which is someone to replace them or something to replace it. It's going to be interesting. I think your life is going to change by the end of this month drastically. I think who's in it is going to change. Your daily routine is going to change. I'm kind of excited for this. I know you're going to be scared, but I actually think you're going to be happier by the end of this month and be like, oh, Ant was right. Let's get you a song. Carly Rae Jepsen, the Queen of Pop. Give me love. Give me love. Give me love. Give me love. Again, you can be loved by your job, by your coworkers, by your friends, and by partners. Like, I think sometimes you think love is productivity or love is analyzation and perfectionism, when sometimes love is just a feeling, right? And that's it. It's just, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm listening to you. I hug you. I care for you. Like, I think you're simplifying things. I think life is about the simple things in life. I think this month is going to be simplifying everything in your life and paying attention to the people who live a simpler life. Overcomplicating things and being super busy is not always a great thing. It's usually a defense mechanism. So I think you're going to enjoy the simpler things and the simpler people in life this month. It'll be good for you. Back to nature. Feet on the grass. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure you're doing the YouTube members. Good luck. Libra, this is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you like these, you can join my YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a card, story times. You can read a reading from me. Also, linked down below is my second YouTube channel with non-tarot content, Antphrodite, TEA. You should check it out. Okay, so let's see how April's going to go for my little librarians. Oh, the Nine of Cups is upright. You, good news. What to avoid. Surprises. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. So you guys showed up as the Nine of Cups, which is really great. That's about emotional growth. I'm really proud of you guys. It seems like you're ready to move on from something or move forward with something. I think you're being mature. I think you're being level-headed. And I see you being like, I need something that I can go after that makes me feel more happy, more productive. I think you're breaking routine. I think you're like, oh, I've learned my lesson. It's time to move on. You know, oh, I've already grown where I need to grow. Like, I'm ready for more. Like, I'm very proud of you with the Nine of Cups. It tells me you're kind of just like, I'm that girl. I'll always be that girl. Like, Nine of Cups is like, I've learned my lesson loud and clear. You're paying attention to synchronicities. You're paying attention to universe. Maybe you've separated from something or someone recently and you're like, I'm ready to grow and have a new experience. I see a lot of spontaneous new adventures for you this month. Things you've never done, places you've never been. Proud of you. Now, in my good news position, the Ten of Wands reverse, a release of a burden. Like I said, I think some of you have finally let go of something, someone, maybe a job, a person, or it could even be a mentality. I just see a carefree energy. You being like, fuck it, YOLO. This is a fuck it, YOLO month. Be spontaneous. Do what you need to do. You don't have to be responsible. Fuck it, YOLO. I'm telling you, it'll pay off in the end. Fuck responsibility this month. Do what you need to do. Experience. This month is about experience. It's about tasting new flavors. Now, in my what to avoid position, the Nine of Wands, that's about things getting worse before they get better. That's about chaos around you. Girl, tune it the fuck out. All right, bitches want to bitch in your ear. People want to be talking shit. This one's begging you for this. This one's arguing about this. Drown everyone out. Focus on yourself. The Nine of Wands tells me that it's not as bad as it seems. And if you're the only person that can solve the problem, that's not your problem. Because guess what? If nobody can solve the problem, let it get worse. I promise. Let situations get worse. Because what's happening is that everyone knows that you'll clean up their mess, so they don't learn how to clean up their own mess. So you constantly are cleaning up other people's mess. Yes, when you say no, it'll be a disaster for a really long time. Not your problem. It'll force them to clean up their own mess. I think you understand the metaphor. Now, in terms of my surprise position, the Page of Swords. There is something that you did not know exists, or someone you didn't know exists, that you are going to just run full speed at. Page of Swords is a massive opportunity that is worth fighting for, that you do not see coming, you do not know is happening, and as soon as it comes in front of you, you're going to be like, mine, snatch. Like, this would be like you being like, oh, I need a new job, and you just like wandering into somewhere and be like, are y'all hiring? And they'd be like, yeah. And you'd be like, bet, I'm literally gonna come work here. Like, it just seems like it's like something out of nowhere that you didn't even know exist, a whole world that you were not a part of that you jump into, and it's gonna feel really good with that Page of Swords, because you're gonna feel like it challenges you in a good way. You're gonna feel like it's worth it, it's productive, or this person is amazing, or this environment. I really feel like it's a gatekeeper too, so it's someone that will unlock a gate that opens you into a new world of people and places that you never knew existed. So embrace the new. Let's get you a song. It's Spice Girls Stop. Stop right now. Thank you very much. To me, that's about stopping your old life, stopping the interactions you have with the old people, and embracing a new one. I'm telling you, you are going to be a different bitch by the end of this month. I just see a new life for you. Literally. I see you free. Finally free from a lot of like anger, resentment, stress. I just see you in an open field, smiling and laughing and carefree, and be like, fuck it, YOLO, new life. I love this for you. Such a good month. Remember, if you like those, join my YouTube members. It's a $5, $10, $15 tier. Good luck. Scorpios, this is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you like these, you can join my YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a cards, story times, and you can win a reading from me. Also, linked down below is my second YouTube channel with non-tarot content. It's called Antphrodite, TEA. Check it out. All right, let's see how April is about to go for you, Scorpio. Oh, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so you, good news, what to avoid, and surprises. Okay, so you showed up as a Knight of Swords. You will be helping someone this month, and they will be helping you. If you've already previously helped someone, you're about to get help by them. Expect help from someone who, like I said, either you're going to do a favor for them and they're going to do a favor to you after, like you scratch their back, they're going to scratch yours this month, or you've already scratched their back, they're about to scratch yours. Like, I definitely see a cashing in of reward or a favor. Ask for help too if you need something, because the Knight of Swords says someone's willing to help and give you exactly what you desire. Oh, not my neighbor dropping something. It sounded like a bowling ball, bitch. Now, the Knight of Swords also is about pure intentions. So it seems like someone is going to be introduced into your life with very pure intentions. And I do think that they're going to be very valuable to you. I think you're going to be doing a lot together. There's just some sort of, I see you like connecting with them and either balancing ideas, working with them, or something like that. There's some sort of connection with you and this person. I guess it could be romantic, but it just feels like there's like this like, oh, like you're, it's almost like you'll feel almost protective of them because they might be a little naive, but they really do, like, they're a very generous person, and I think you're going to value them tremendously. You guys are going to bond very quickly. But I also think the Knight of Swords, I think you're going to help someone too. Like, I don't think it's like a one-way thing. Now, in my good news position, the Hangman is sacrifice, which to me is about letting go of something. There's a long-standing grudge that I think you're finally going to let go of. There's also the Hangman is about a long-standing idea. I want this thing. I need it. I think you're going to realize, no, as soon as this Knight of Swords comes into play, you're going to be like, actually, don't want that. Don't need that. Bye. Bye, Felicia. This is better. So I think it's one of those things where you were like holding so tightly to something that you were like almost bleeding. And you're like, you don't have to pry it from my dead cold hands. And then the universe, while you're holding so tightly to this thing and your nails are dug into it, the universe can be like, what about this thing? And they're going to dangle in front of you and be like, tossed. I want that instead. So I think you're just going to be tempted by something better this month. The Seven of Cups is reversed. So Seven of Cups is interesting because this is in my what to avoid position. Seven of Cups reversed is about being realistic. So actually think practicality needs to go out the fucking window. I need you to be a little more creative, a little bit more delulu. I need you to think bigger. It's time to think bigger. It's time to start coming up with ideas, creativity running wild. Like Seven of Cups reverse is like the worst thing you can do is be practical. The worst thing you can do is a stick in the mud. Be a little more optimistic. Be a little more Pisces-like, a little bit more of a dreamer. Think bigger, expand, okay? Allow your energy to kind of bounce around. I also think it's not time to put all your eggs in one basket. Put it in 65, okay? Start new hobbies, enjoy new things, be in new places. I think you're going to need to be everywhere. Now, you might be spread a little thin, but it's worth it, I promise. Now, the King of Pentacles, King of Wands is upright in our what to avoid position. The King of Wands is about someone who is too proud to do certain things. Don't puff up your chest. Embrace. I think you need to jump into new experiences and just enjoy them. I think, sometimes it's okay to be a back seat or to sit in the back seat. I think sometimes allowing other people to kind of steer and enjoying the universe that you're in can be beneficial to you. I also think with the King of Wands, be careful not to sometimes the King of Wands can have like a lot of energy and like hyper focus, especially as a Scorpio. Like you like to find your thing and then just like sting it and it's mine forever. And I think with the King of King of Wands, I keep saying Pentacles, so it might be work related. But I think with the King of Wands, it's telling you like, relax, slow down, like feel it out a little bit. You don't have to make a final decision. You don't have to choose. With the King of Wands, I think you're used to that. I also think that the King of Wands, I feel like it's connected to the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups reverse, which is why I'm like, we need to be careful about what to avoid. But the King of Wands can also be a good surprise, okay? Because the King of Wands can tell me that you might really enjoy things that you normally wouldn't. You normally think you wouldn't. Like, oh, I don't like those things, but you might. Okay, and the King of Wands also tells me that your energy might kind of be revitalized from a place that you least expect or a person that you least expect. So basically, I just need you to keep in mind that the ideas that you have in your head are great, but in actuality, when you try new things, you might enjoy flavors you never would have expected. And I think someone might instill a new vitality in you that you least expect. And you might be getting like an epiphany or like an excitement from someone that you normally wouldn't. So just embrace new is really what I need you to keep focus on. And try not to be too, pushy or bold. It's okay to kind of just play along. It's okay to be a supporting character, because that way you can get a feel for things. So when you finally become the leader, you know your shit. Let's get you a song. Hopefully that made sense. I think it did, but if it didn't, I'm sorry I confused you. Bitch, I'm screaming. So the song here is Evanescence, Haunted. And for me, again, I know that you want things that you want so badly, but you just have to be open-minded. You can't hold something forever and have it haunt your mind and you want to haunt them or that thing. And I also think haunted makes me think of floating around. And I just think it's okay to float around a little bit and kind of be a part of multiple groups and enjoy new experiences. I don't know. I know you guys are like, I know who I am. I don't think you do. I think you're going to learn who you are this month. If you guys like that, join the YouTube members. $5, $10, $50 tier, get access to exclusive pick cards, story times, and waiting for me. Good luck. Sagittarius, this is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you like these, you can always join my YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a card, story times. You can win a reading from me. And if you look in my description down below, my second YouTube channel is linked, Antphrodite, TEA. It's non-tarot content. Check it out. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. You, Eight of Cups reverse. Oh, you're walking away from something. Good news. What to avoid. Surprises. The Eight of Cups says you're permanently walking away from something or someone. Like walking away from an old lifestyle. It's a smart decision. If you haven't done this, you'll be forced to because you're holding tightly to something that's dead. But I see you finally walking away from an old lifestyle and embracing a new. Proud of you. This is going to be hard. If you haven't done it yet, you will be forced to this month, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. That area and energy is dead. It's gone, baby. That, you know what, is dead and needs flowers. Like, rest in peace. You're just, yeah, you're being a dead horse. I think you guys know this, though. And I also think the Eight of Cups is about walking away from the old you. I'm not like that anymore. I don't need to be reminded of who I was. I'm someone new. So the Ten of Cups is reversed, and it's in my good news position. Your happily ever after has changed. What you thought made you happy, who you thought made you happy, no longer will. I see you embracing new people, a new tribe. I see you making new friends. I see you separating from a lot of energy and environments. The Ten of Cups is like the community, your sense of community. The Ten of Cups is like, you know, maybe your job or your friend group. Like, I just see you being like, I need new. This doesn't suit me anymore. This doesn't suit me anymore. And the Ten of Cups also tells me it's like, I thought this was my thing, but I think this is my thing. It's almost like I wanted to be a painter, but I actually like animating. I'm going to be an animator. Like, to me, it's like a switch up in direction, a switch up in your creative energies, a switch up in your endeavor. It's discovering a new talent, discovering a new ability, and needing a new tribe and new people to support that. So I feel like your lifestyle is changing. Now, the Ten of Cups might scare some of you, but you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that your entire identity is changing. For some of you, it could just be about the way you go about things. Like maybe the way in which maybe your job stays the same and your passion stays the same, but the way you're going about it is just different now. You're having a different mentality to it. Maybe you're not as hungry, or you are hungrier, you know? There's just a different vibe, a different energy. And I think you're finally realizing, I need to connect with people who are like me. I don't want to be isolated anymore. Now, the Nine of Swords is reversed, and that's in my what to avoid position. Overanalyzing, overthinking, just do it. Don't think, don't discuss, don't plan, do it. Be impulsive. I give you permission. I think it's time. I think it's time to be adventurous. You're a Sagittarius. You rule travel. Nobody loves a new experience like a Swagatarian. It's time to embrace change. It's time to embrace spontaneity. It'll pay the fuck off, I promise. Say yes to random things, not no. And don't be a worrywart, okay? Don't be a party pooper. Now, in my surprises position, we are looking at the world upright. You're going to begin a new endeavor. Something brand new is coming into your life. It's a new cycle. It's a fresh start. It's something you're not going to see coming. You're not going to even be aware that you're going to be sucked up into this. It's like a tornado that's coming. You're going to be asked to be a part of this thing. Say yes. It's going to be a long-term thing, maybe even lifelong. Might be like, oh, someone's working a gala and they ask you to come help, end up being a part of the gala for the rest of your life. Like, that's the kind of vibe. Like, oh, you want to come join this thing? You come join that thing. You love it. Like, you're going to be pulled into someone else's pre-existing whirlwind, and you're going to love it. And you're going to be good at it, whatever this is. And maybe it's a friend group. Maybe it's an environment. I don't know, but it's going to be great. And I'm proud of you. Oh, you're going to love this. I knew you, bitch. Let's get you a song. Short, sweet, and to the point, babes. Fresh start for you guys this month. Fresh start. Yep. Green Day's Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Love on this boulevard of broken dreams. To me, this makes me feel like you've realized how much time you've wasted. You've realized that you've milked all the juice out of that berry that you could possibly do or you can possibly get. There's nothing left. Time for a new environment. Time for a new adventure. Move if you need to move. Get a new job if you need to get a new job. Get a new friend if you need a new friend. Like, to me, you're like, it's done. There's nothing left for me here anymore. It's time for a new adventure. I'm excited. If you guys like that, make sure you join my YouTube members. $5, $10, $15 tier. Get access to pick a card. Story times you read for me. Good luck. Capricorn. This is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you like these, you can join my YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, $50 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a card, story times you can reading from me. Also, linked down below is my second YouTube channel, Antphrodite, TEA. It's for non-tarot content. Check it out. Alrighty, Capricorn. Let's see how this month is about to go for you. Oh, Eight of Pentacles is reversed. You. Good news. What to avoid. Oh. Surprises. Okay. Eight of Pentacles is reversed. I think... Okay, so I know my Capricorns are workaholics. The Eight of Pentacles is about wasted time and effort. I don't think you need to work too hard. I think you've already put in enough hours and enough energy. I think you kind of pull back a little bit. Let the chips fall where they may. Don't beat a dead horse and don't work too hard. Don't overwork yourself. Don't put too much into everything. I think you've put enough. With the Eight of Pentacles reversed also, though, here's my thing. Sometimes that's a focus on the wrong thing, too. Like, let's say it's like if you were putting together a puzzle and you put together the middle before the border and you put so much effort into middle that now when you go to do the border, it's all fucked up. I think you might realize that you were you're trying to solve a problem, but the solution created a new problem and you avoided the actual solution. So it's like you got the symptom to the problem and not the root of the problem, and you're going to get to the root of the problem of something in your life or someone. Now, the Death card is in my good news position, which is a rebirth. I think you're going to have a different opinion of something or someone. The Death card is an epiphany Harris, mama. Like, that's an epiphany, and it's a rebirth. And for some of you, it could be a rebirth in yourself and how you perceive yourself. Maybe you're changing your look or changing the way you their outlook on things. But it could be, or in addition to possibly as well, a change in someone else. The Death card is like, I understand you now. With experience, I understand you. You're going back to something in your life or someone in your life, and you're going, I understand you now. I understand the decisions you made. Perhaps you overly judge someone or you let someone go that you shouldn't have. The Death card is like, wait a minute. I understand. It's powerful. Now, the Empress is reversed, and it's my what to avoid position. So, it's the truth. Holy shit. It's the truth, bitch. That is Cedar Fever here in Austin. So Empress is reversed. So Empress reverse is our what to avoid position, which is about nurturing. And so I think with the Empress reverse, that's a licking of wounds. I think you need to be careful of feeling sorry for yourself. If you feel some type of way about something, reach out. Maybe you feel like you need to apologize to someone or someone needs to apologize to you. I'm not exactly sure. But with Empress reverse, it's time for you to be like, I'm not feeling sorry for myself. If I fucked up, I'm gonna own it. If they fucked up, they're gonna own it. I just feel like you're going back to, I just see you guys reassessing an old situation with new knowledge and coming in with grace. Empress reverse is like, I don't need to like nurture myself and I don't need to nurture you. I just need to be real about it. I need to be honest about it. Like I have new information and I just need to be honest about that. Because Empress is also about like not trying to be dominating, trying to understand that like I need to be that delicate in between nurturing and dominating and that sweet spot. Like I don't want to be overbearing, but I also don't want to be insensitive. And so I think you're kind of really finding that sweet spot and you need to kind of avoid that pity party. Also avoid distractions. You need to tackle this head on. I do think for a lot of you, I think you're going to really realize, like I said, why a decision was made or why someone said something they said. Or maybe something you left, like you were like, I'm not really interested in that. Maybe you're interested again and you're going to realize how valuable that thing was, or that person. Now, in my Two of Wands, this is my surprise position. Two of Wands, like I said, if you're single or maybe your partner, Two of Wands, you guys know that could be, intimacy, sometimes physical. So maybe you'll have a great moment. But with Two of Wands, it also is friction. And it's sometimes a stepping on a toes. And I will say, since it's in my surprise position, I think sometimes friction is necessary for you. And I think there was something you perceived as friction that was like a bad thing that might have actually been a good thing. And I don't know if this is in addition to the thing I talked about previously or if it is the same thing, but it does look like sometimes I think you can kind of be confrontationally avoidant, and I think sometimes confrontation is a good thing. And so I think there's like a realization that sometimes you need to be more confrontational, and that passion is something that sometimes, intimidates you or is like an unbecoming, but you're going to start to realize that sometimes passion is a good thing. Like maybe I can learn from people who are passionate. Maybe I need to be more emotional and more involved. So it's a good thing overall. Let's get you a song. I mean, take it off from Kesha. Did you guys have like a hookup or something that you let go that you shouldn't have for my singles? Or is there something for my people who are dating? Maybe your partner wants to do something that you need to do. Because take it off is like, it's a little sexy times. But I also think take it off is about being vulnerable, like showing your core, showing your heart, being vulnerable. I think that's going to be the theme of this month for you. So, or maybe we'll just go to a really cool rave. If you guys like that, join my YouTube members. Good luck. Aquarius, this is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you like these, you can join my YouTube members. There is a $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a card, story times, and you can win a reading from me. Also, link down below is my second YouTube channel, Antphrodite, Tea. It is non-tarot content. Check it out. All right. So let's see how the month of April will go for you, my Aquarians. Hopefully March wasn't too hard for you. Okay, Emperor reversed. Good news. What to avoid, work. And surprises. Oh, I want to jump to surprises, but I'll wait. Okay. Emperor is reversed. So Emperor reversed is about giving up control. That's our current position. I think you need to give up control. I think you're going to be forced to give up control. I think you need to let the universe take the wheel. I think it's important. With Emperor reverse, it tells me you think you know everything and you think you know what's best for you, but you don't. So Emperor is not necessarily meant to humble you. It's just meant to make you realize it's okay to wing it. It's okay to fly by the seat of your pants. It's okay to be impulsive. You will be safe. The universe has your back. Just trust the process. If someone asks you to do something and you think it could be fun, say yes. Don't think about it. Just be more spontaneous, I promise. And sometimes the Emperor is reverse. It tells me sometimes you do need to listen to other people. Sometimes other people have your best interest at heart. I'm worried about you being pessimistic about something and someone coming in and being optimistic and you shooting them down. Don't do that because they want what's best for you, and I think they do know. I also think with the Emperor reverse, sometimes you can be too dominating of a force. Let other people help you, please. With the Page of Cups being upright in my good news position, I see you being very sentimental. So reminiscing on an old time, maybe reconnecting with an old energy. But I also think with the Page of Cups, it tells me that now's the time to embrace good moments and have good memories. Make a good memory. Maybe a good memory we made this month with friends or something. But with Page of Cups, it's like, I think you're finally going to allow yourself to be emotionally vulnerable again, to attach to people. You've been in defense. You've been in defense mode, survival mode. You've been defensive. You've been walled off and hardened. And you've been in your little Aquarian, 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. You're finally going to put both feet in the door. I think you're finally going to embrace someone and be vulnerable with someone. I think you're going to be vulnerable with yourself again. I think you've been hollow with your emotions and shallow and wooden, and you're finally going to feel again. I think you've been numb, and I'm really proud of you for working on yourself. Now, in my what to avoid position, the Three of Pentacles, stop distracting yourself. Stop distracting yourself with work. Stop worrying about work matters. Stop distracting yourself with busy work. Stop distracting yourself with errands and trying to be productive. You need some alone time to sit with yourself and your thoughts and your feelings and embrace your friends and your family and your loved ones. I'm not saying that again, and I'm not going into any more depth. You know what I mean. Now, the moon is reversed. The moon reversed is about a surprise coming to you, which is a revealing of a truth and revealing of a secret. I think there's something you've been holding on to that you're finally going to be honest about with something or someone, but I also think someone is going to bring something to you that is going to shock the shit out of you. The moon reverse says tea is going to fall in your lap, some juicy ass gossip and tea, but I also think with the moon reverse, someone is going to reveal something to you that you did not know. It's a secret that's going to bond you to them or make you feel something really intensely. Could be someone just saying they have a crush on you, but I think with the moon, it's also something deeper. So I think there's going to be this really big moment for you where you're going to finally realize, I need to be sensitive again. I've been hollow and this person's going to bring that sensitivity. But there's also tea coming. I just think you're going to be a secret keeper this month. People are just going to trust you with some tea. So write it in your journal, bitch. Remember, if you like these, join my YouTube members, okay? Short, sweet, and to the point. Oh, yeah, let me give you a song before you go. I almost forgot it. Emily Osment, let's be friends. I told you, you might make a new friend. But that's also about being honest with your friend, back to your childhood, icebreakers. You know, I think you've gotten stuck in this ways of, well, no one asked, so I'm not going to volunteer. Bitch, volunteer first. People are not mind readers. They don't know what to ask you. They don't know what's going on in your head. Just tell them, volunteer information. I think you're going to remember it's important to volunteer and to ask and give out. Then other people have to ask, what's wrong? What's wrong? They're not mind readers. Good luck. Pisces, this is your monthly horoscope for April. Remember, if you like these, you can join my YouTube members. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a card story times. You can win a reading from me. Also, link down below is my second YouTube channel, Antphrodite, TEA, with non-tarot content. Check it out. Okay, let's see how the month of April is going to go for you. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. All right, let's see. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune's upright. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, I'm sorry, it's a good thing. In your good news, what to avoid. Wow, it's all pentacles. Holy shit. In a major arcana. Surprises. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune is upright in your current position, which tells me a major risk will pay off. Take that leap of faith. Take that huge risk. There's a massive opportunity coming to you this month that you need to say yes to, but I need you to take that risk. I need you to make a bold move this month. Bold moves will be rewarded. Do not be nonchalant. Do not be chill, nonchalant. Don't do that. Just be kind of bold and aggressive. I'm telling you, you have such a big opportunity that is going to be yours if you can be a little bit risky. Take that huge risk. Leap of faith, bitch. Bet it all on red. It'll work out. Now, in my Queen of Pentacles position, backwards. In my good news position, we are looking at the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you could be a new job, a bonus, a reward, money, could be career, something career-oriented. But for others, the Queen of Pentacles is just stability, which means it's something that's going to last a while. It's not something that's just a one-off moment. It's something that starts a brand new adventure for you, and it lasts a long periodically at time, this sort of risk that you take. I also think with the Queen of Pentacles, I think you're going to feel content. You know, a lot of times Pisces are always dreaming about potential and dreaming about other things. I think you're going to be tunnel vision. I think there's a little Aries energy in here where you're going to be like, actually, this is what I want. And I'm going to put all my eggs in this basket and it's going to pay off and I'm going to hold tightly to it and it's going to work out. I'm excited to see what this is for you guys. I'm very happy for you. Now, in my what to avoid position, the Knight of Pentacles, consistency. Again, embrace new. Get rid of the old energy. I don't care if you were doing 4 things and suddenly you have an opportunity for a 5th one and it's going so well and you still want to juggle the other 4 things. No, drop them and focus on the 5th one. You're going to be dropping things. You're going to be letting go of things. That's not me anymore. That doesn't suit me. I need to change up my routine. I'm moving. I'm doing this. I'm changing this. I'm embracing this. I'm putting my eggs on this. I'm putting it all in red. I'm telling you. Consistency is going to hold you back. Being inconsistent and spontaneous actually will benefit you. Trust me. Basically, your routine and what was in your life, no more. Brand new. Rinsing it out, starting from clean the slate. If you have any resemblance of the old you left over this month, you're not listening. Now, in my surprise position, the Ace of Pentacles, you are going to have to put money towards something that will pay off in the long run, or time and invest it in something that will pay off in the long run. I also think with the Ace of Pentacles, there is an expense that you're going to have that might be a little bit more expensive than you think. Trust me when I say doing it now is better than later. That's like if your car has a $100 problem. If you don't fix it now, it'll be a $1,000 problem. That type of energy. But I will also say the Ace of Pentacles tells me that you've already spent a lot of time and effort, energy on something, and the reward is finally here. You've been investing. You've been putting the coin in the machine, and it's finally going to come out. The prize. I also think with the Ace of Pentacles reverse, it tells me that it's not something you would have initially thought was for you. Like I said, it's like I'll give you a great example. Let's say you wanted to be a singer and you're like, I'm always going to sing. And then you get an opportunity to edit and now you're an editor and you love it. Like that's the vibe. Sagittarius, might be a very important sign for you this month, or someone who's a Sagittarius, just because they had a similar type of reading, not exact, but similar. I also think money matters are a major focus. Your money, your career, your productivity. I'm not seeing so much of a focus on people in your life, a little bit, but it seems more like you and the money you make, the time you spend, and the effort you put in. And if it's not you, like maybe you're older and you're kind of like chilling where you are, maybe you're helping someone else. Maybe this is like you having a great idea, a great opportunity for someone else that you're going to kind of help them with. But it does look like it's all productivity based. It's too many pentacles. It's not really, I'm not seeing like the love of my life. I'm not seeing like the best friend ever. I'm seeing like I'm hungry for success and I'm going to get it. I'm going to advance in my career. I'm going to dominate this bitch. Like it just seems like, and maybe it's just your lifestyle too. It could just be lifestyle. It doesn't have to be career. It could be lifestyle. Nine of Pentacles can also be lifestyle choices that are consistent for who you are and what you need to be. Like the change up in routine that is healthy. So let's get you a song. Success is guaranteed this month for you guys. So take that risk. Why is it lagging? Oh my God. Oh, it's because I have it plugged in. It's fine. So it's Michelle Branch. Oh, such a Pisces energy, her songs. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to everything I thought I knew. You were the one I loved. I'm telling you. Goodbye to the old you. Goodbye to the old life. Goodbye to the old things you thought. Goodbye to your old routine. Embrace new. Ugh, you're going to be... It's a little bittersweet. You're like, oh, I'm leaving behind so many things and memories. Bye, bitch. Golden opportunity. Take it. You might have to move. Or I don't know what it'll be. But you'll be somewhere brand new and you'll be happy. New lifestyle, bitch. It's a new lifestyle. That's what it is. There's a new lifestyle coming for you. So hopefully you guys like that. If you did, join the YouTube members. And until next time, good luck.